The children of Israel had just escaped Egypt, but before them was the Red Sea, and behind them Pharaoh's army closing in. Fear rose among them. Were there no graves in Egypt? Why bring us here to die? Yet in that moment of despair, God whispered through his servant, "Stand still." For the battle was his, not theirs. At the edge of the impossible, Moses lifted his eyes to heaven. The waves roared before him. The people cried behind him. And in that moment of helplessness, God spoke. "Lift your staff. Stretch out your hand over the sea and divide it." Faith met obedience, and heaven met earth. The winds began to move, and creation bowed to its maker. Then it happened. The sea stood aside. Walls of water rose like pillars of light on both sides, and a dry path appeared where death once reigned. The people walked through on dry ground, their steps echoing through a miracle carved by the hand of God. The impossible had become the pathway of deliverance. But Pharaoh's pride was not done. His army charged into the same path God had opened for his people. Lightning flashed. The heavens trembled. What was salvation for Israel became judgment for Egypt. For no one can stand against the word of the Almighty and prevail. When the last of Israel had crossed, Moses lifted his staff once more. The sea roared, the waters returned to their strength. The chariots sank beneath the waves, and silence filled the air. Victory was complete. The Lord had fought for his people, and the impossible had bowed to his power. And then Miriam lifted her voice, a song of triumph rising over the shore. The horse and its rider he has thrown into the sea. When God parts the impossible, fear turns to faith, and the sea becomes your way.